Okay, the next few videos that I'm going to make are going to be kind of a series of videos. This one is called What is a Newton? Then, of course, we're going to say what is a joule? And then, of course, we're going to say what is a watt? And I think it goes together to make all three of those because they all kind of go together sequentially, conceptually. We have, of course, the Newton. The Newton is the unit for force, and when you push or pull something, you apply a force to it. Then, if you want to have a joule, then you do work or energy. That's the units for work or energy, and that is when you apply a force through a distance. So if I take something and I push or I pull it through a certain distance or I lift it up, then I am doing work. And then, of course, the watt is the unit for power, and that's the rate at which work is done, how fast you do work. So you take a force, you apply it through a distance, and you do that over some time, and then we talk about the power that you exert, and we express that in watts. But the first video and this video is going to be about the Newton and the push and the pull. So the Newton is the derived unit of force in the metric system. Call it the derived unit. It's just the unit for force. It's derived because you can derive it into other things, which we'll talk about in just a second, like the kilogram meter per second squared. Okay, it kind of has, and the Newton is an abbreviation for another set of units. And what is a Newton? So this is kind of the definition, or this is what a Newton is. It's equal to the force that would give a 1 kilogram mass an acceleration of 1 meter per second squared. So you need a 1 kilogram mass, like that. If you apply a force of 1 Newton to it, now it has to be sitting on a frictionless surface, but if you take a 1 kilogram mass, you apply a force of 1 Newton to it, then you will give that object, or that force will give that object, an acceleration of 1 meter per second squared. And like I said, it's a derived unit because these are kind of the base units. Kilogram, this is the base unit. Meters a kilogram is a base unit. Seconds is a base unit. You put those together and you get a Newton because we said it's the force needed to give a 1 kilogram object, okay, an acceleration of 1 meter per second squared. So you could write down that it's, instead of writing 1 Newton, you could say 1 kilogram meter per second squared. It's the same thing, but we don't do it like that. We just write down a Newton. All right, there you go. Now let's see what's next. Oh yeah, that's the real basics here. So the abbreviation for Newton is an N. It's a capital N. And the equation symbol, or the force, is the units for force, and the abbreviation for force is an F. And then you would write it down like this. You would say that, for example, that the force is equal to 5 newtons. This is the magnitude, this is the unit, and this is the equation symbol. For example, if you were to write that into Newton's second law, we don't write N here. The symbol is F for force. This is mass, and this is times the acceleration. That's Newton's second law. F equals ma. Now, one most interesting things is, we haven't gotten to the most interesting thing yet. Of course, the Newton is named after this guy, Sir Isaac Newton. He lived from 1642 until 1727. This is a common picture you see of him. He looks pretty handsome guy there. Nice hair. And this is the apple tree. Remember, the legend is he was sitting under an apple tree because he was sent from London because there was like the plague or something. His parents sent him away, and an apple fell on his head, and he thought, oh, why did the apple fall? Gravity. He came up with the theory of gravity. Now, maybe he wasn't really sitting under a tree and an apple hit him, but maybe he was looking at an apple tree, and supposedly this is either the apple tree or actually a descendant of an apple that descended from, this tree descended from one of the apples. So, and that's in England. And then this is another statue this is a statue of him. I think it looks kind of funny. Kind of the birds got to him, and also he looks a little sad, and he looks a little bit like Paul McCartney or something like that. I don't know. But you can see Sir Isaac Newton, he formulated 3 laws of motion applied to objects on Earth and even to the stars and everything in between. His laws explain the relationship between force and motion. Remember, there's 3 laws of motion. The first one is obviously and that's the first one. The second one is for every action there's an opposite but equal reaction. And the third one, which is maybe one of the most famous laws because it has a nice equation, most famous equation besides E equals mc squared, is Newton's second law, which we often write down F equals ma. And he formulated all those laws and those principles He wrote this book, which looks like it was published on something 5th, 1686, like that. Okay, so that's Sir Isaac Newton. Now, one of the most interesting things, of course, is what is a Newton? What does it feel like? Like how much force is a Newton? It's actually not really, it's not have to push very hard. Okay, if on Earth, okay, we talk about Earth with gravity, we can talk about a 102 gram object exerts a force of 1 Newton. Now here, this is not 102 grams. I guess I could put like a paper clip on here. This is 50 grams and I have 4 tens. I have the hanger. This is 100 grams. So that would exert a force of 1 Newton. Now I know you probably can't read this on my spring scale, but if I read it right here, it basically says that that is 1 Newton. That is 100 grams. That exerts a force downward because of gravity, gravitational. Down is 1 Newton, because if we take F equals ma, we take the mass, or we take F equals ma, then we turn it into F equals mg, because this is a special acceleration due to gravity, because we're talking about gravity. And we say that we take our mass. Now this is in kilograms, you got to convert to kilograms, so 0.102 kilograms, that's 102 grams. And we multiply that times the acceleration due to gravity, 9.81, and we get 1 Newton. So if I hold this thing, I can say, oh, that is 1 Newton. It's not really that much. Now, maybe you don't have one of these around your house, probably, but maybe you have something like this. This is just a chocolate bar I have here. This is 100 grams of chocolate. And if I put that in my hand, I can say, okay, that feels like, or that candy bar, that chocolate is exerting 1 Newton down on my hand. And in order to hold it there like that, I have to exert 1 Newton up. So that candy bar has a mass of 100 grams and exerts a force of 1 Newton on my hand, like that. So you can see, okay, that's a Newton. It's not really that much, it's not that heavy, so to speak. All right. Now, let's see what we got next. Okay, last thing, let's do just a real simple question, problem here with newtons and forces and F equals ma. So we have it says here, how much force is needed to accelerate a 17 kilogram car with a mass of 101, what does that number say? 1,700 kilograms. And that's the kind of a mass of an average car. And the average acceleration of an average car is maybe 3.5 meters per second squared. We want to know how much force we would need to accelerate that car with that mass. So we just take F equals ma. You can see we have our units in kilograms for the mass. We have our units for acceleration in meters per second squared. If we multiply a kilogram times a meters per second squared, we get a kilogram meter per second squared, and that just turns out to be a Newton. We express that as a Newton. So in order to do that, we would have to exert a force of 5,950 newtons on that car. So there you go. That is the Newton. I hope that helped you out to kind of get a sense of, to kind of know what a Newton is for physics and math, and also kind of give you a sense of how much, force a Newton is. So thank you very much. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please do all of the following 4 things. Subscribe to my channel. Please go down there and subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up for this video. Let's see, leave me a nice positive comment in the comment section below, and don't forget, sharing is caring. Share this video with all of your friends. Show them just how much you care. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.